After another sensational performance from Flames goalie Jacob Markstrom, it seems as though the trade reports for the Flames goaltender are escalating once again. And maybe a team the Flames have already tried to deal are getting back in the mix. After that wonderful win against Boston, it looks as though Markstrom's value has increased just that much more. Welcome to Flames Digest. I'm Mark Griffith. If you're new around here, you love the Flames, make sure you subscribe because just about 87% of the people watching are not subscribed. So if you want to stick around, want all the latest news, updates, reports, and rumors, then make sure you hit that button and become part of the Flames Digest fan. But like I said, the Flames' huge 3-2 win in overtime has all Flames fans feeling a little something like this. Oh yeah, Nazem Kadri in overtime, pack of hyenas. They do it again over the big lion, the Boston Bruins. The Flames own the Bruins. But the win is amazing. Keeps the Flames in that playoff hunt. But it has sparked more trade rumors. And the big one coming out today is that the Devils are ready to propose a new Markstrom deal. Yes, the Devils, we already know. They tried to get Markstrom earlier, and the deal almost happened when the Flames were visiting the Devils in New Jersey. Kind of broke down because the Flames weren't willing to retain any salary of Markstrom's $6 million over the next few years, not just as a rental. So that's a reason why the Devils, pulled the plug on it. We don't have that cap space. We can't do that. That's their side of it. But David Pagnotta of the Fourth Period has come out with a new report, a new article, and it says that the New Jersey Devils are expected to circle back with the Calgary Flames and jump back into those Jacob Markstrom discussions. Terms of a trade were initially agreed upon by both general managers, I'm told, but something broke down at the last minute. I suspect Flames ownership was not interested in paying part of Markstrom's contract to have him play elsewhere. My goodness, I struggled to get through that. But regardless, there you go. It's the salary retention was the issue. But the Devils might be getting a little desperate. They've actually started to heat up a bit now. And if they get a good goalie, they can really compete in that Metro Division and in the Eastern Conference playoffs. If they even sneak into a wild card spot, they're a dangerous team. We saw it last year when they beat the Rangers in the first round. The Rangers are now pretty much the best team in the NHL. They don't know how to lose. They just keep winning. But it looks as though the Flames might have a good trade partner in the Devils once again for Jacob Markstrom. I know the big question is, are the Flames even going to deal Markstrom? And I'll get more into that later in this video because all there is to report on right now, because all that this hockey media is even talking about when it comes to the Flames is trade rumors. There's not much to talk about when it comes to the Flames. I know we're all waiting for a trade and we're waiting for the trade deadline to pass. We want to get out of early March and just, focus on hockey after that. But of course, I will keep you updated with all of the trade reports leading up to that. Now, continued from the report. As we first reported at the start of the month, Markstrom is willing to sign off on a trade to the Devils. It's now up to the Devils GM, Tom Fitzgerald, and Flames GM, Craig Conroy, to agree on revised terms. Separate sources confirmed the Devils would send forward Alexander Holtz back in a trade with between $2 million and $3 million of Markstrom's annual cap hit retained. That's a lot to retain. Markstrom is being paid $8 million in actual salary this season and $6 million in each of the next 2 seasons, which includes a $2.5 million lump sum bonus payment each year. In order to make this move work, the two teams are going to have to figure out how to even out the dollars in some fashion. Once again, money is the issue here. It's not a problem of what can the Flames get back, because the Devils have a lot of assets as well, just like the Flames do. Now, the Flames have the biggest trade bait per se, but the Devils definitely have pieces that they should be willing to give up in order to make a real push this year at Lord Stanley. Alexander Holtz was thrown around. We know that. He'd probably be in a trade coming back. Dawson Mercer's name's been thrown around. Now, he is a very, very good player with a lot of potential, so maybe it'd be less coming back to Calgary if Mercer were involved in that. First round picks, second round picks, they're all involved in there too. There's definitely potential for a trade here, and the Devils are definitely willing to circle back and propose a new deal for Jacob Markstrom. Now, I would assume the Devils are going to come to the Flames and propose a new deal, but who knows? Maybe Craig will get something going in that amazing noggin of his, get all the coding working, and boom, he'll have the perfect deal to work out and send it Fitzgerald's way in New Jersey. But either way, the big news today, of course, is that New Jersey is expected to at least make a call to Craig Conroy and ask about not just Markstrom, but maybe Hanifin and Tanev as well. But of course, Markstrom being the key piece. Now, if Markstrom leaves, the Tandy Tandem going forward will look very, very interesting. And the reason I say it's going forward without Markstrom is because so many people are already saying that Markstrom's gone. I am not one of those people. Most Flames fans are not those people. Most Flames fans would think Markstrom is staying. But a lot of the media, a lot of the forums, as you guys have seen, they think Markstrom's already gone. And look at this. Look at this. So Flames Nation, of course, they say now is the time for Calgary Flames to trade Jacob Markstrom. Whereas Sportsnet, Markstrom demonstrates once again why now isn't the time for Flames to trade him. No matter what, there's always conflicting articles, conflicting arguments. You know, people saying he should go, he should stay. Both those articles are worth reading. You want to go check them out, both Flames Nation and Sportsnet. Fantastic. But I don't know. Is it time? Some people say, look, the better he plays, the more value he has, trade him away. And other people are saying the Flames are going in full rebuild if they get rid of Markstrom, which is, I'm not going to pick either side, but I think if you guys have watched a lot of the Flames Digest videos, you know which way I am swaying. But either way, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not running the organization yet. But I don't know. I want to know what you guys think. Is this a good time to trade Markstrom, or should they keep him past the deadline? Please let me know down in the comments. Now, according to another source, Devils netminder Vanacek was not going back to Calgary in the initial trade. The Flames plan on moving forward with Dustin Wolf and Dan Vladar between the pipes if Markstrom is moved. I love the if there at the end. That's from that same article from before in the last chapter. If Markstrom is moved. So it looks as though the Flames don't want a goalie back. But that doesn't mean that they don't want a goalie back, period. It just means they don't want the Devils' goalies back. Well, guess what? The Devils don't want their goalies either. So I guess that does beg the question, though. As a Flames fan, are you comfortable going forward with the goalie tandem of Dustin Wolf and Dan Vladar? That's the only good picture I can find of them together. I know, it's kind of surprising. But would you be comfortable? Do you think the Flames can compete with that goalie tandem? Obviously, Markstrom, he is amazing. Martin Brodeur just put him in his top 5 current goalies in the NHL right now. He just passed Tommy Salo for second most wins ever by a Swedish goalie. We all know who he's behind in first, Henrik Lundqvist, the king, so handsome. But Jacob Markstrom, you know what? He is so good, and he's proven that. Last year, off year. Yes, that's fine to say. It was hard for him to kind of get into the game in the beginning. It seemed like the Flames were always trailing early last season, but this season he has kept the Flames in games, and he has won the Flames some games. Some of the saves he was making last night against Boston, my goodness. That was just stuff that is made for highlight packages. Elite prospects must have been going nuts last night. But Jacob Markstrom obviously has a lot of value. Why would you give that up if it's not necessary to? I understand, the business side. Get as much as you can for what you have and what you can give. But I don't know. I'll leave it up to you guys for sure whether this is the right time to get rid of Markstrom. I say get rid like he's, trash. That's not the case. To just give him to another team in order for us to get some assets back and continue the retooling. But I do agree, if you get rid of Markstrom, it's not a retooling anymore. It's more of a rebuild, especially if Tanev and Hanifin are also gone. But of course, keep your eyes open for the New Jersey Devils to make a move on Jacob Markstrom. They're looking for a center as well. I don't know if that'll come from Calgary at this point, but they, of course, could look into D-men as well, like Hanifin and Tanev. Everyone's been reported to be rumored to potentially be going to New Jersey. They're just like Toronto. All those teams, they seem to be getting all of the Flames trade rumors going. But like I said, we, of course, at Flames Digest will keep you updated on all of the latest Flames rumors. All of the Markstrom ones. It's been a week since I've made a Markstrom video, but it was about time to make one again because as we saw, it dropped again that he's linked to New Jersey. But thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. And subscribe if you're new. If you like what you saw in this video, you're a big Flames fan. And of course, have a wonderful rest of your day.